Hey guys, Dashing Subtitle here, and I'm your coach of the Seattle Siglyphs, and today we're going to be battling against the Lunatic Lanterns and their coach, Pakia. I'm pretty sure that's how you say the coach's name. That's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you say the coach's name. So, my opponent's team is one of the scariest in my opinion because I'm pulling up the team now, but I know that they have Urshifu single strike, which is extremely scary. They have Mega Diancie, which is extremely powerful. If it gets a Diamond Storm up, it can possibly get a defense boost, and you can't beat it with any steel move. They also have Skarmory, which can if you do not have a ele- electric aura fire type, it goes in. Galarian Slowking. I had so many problems against an AV Slowking and Mox because, as you see here, Metacham could not touch Glowking at all, and my only answer to Galarian Slowking is Zarude, so I have to bring Zarude for that, just for Glowking. Zero Aura. It's extremely fast. I have no idea how this thing lasts around 5, but it did. Zero Aura is one of the fastest. It's faster than Dragapult, which is scary. Can you use like CC, Bulk Up, Play Rough, Plasma Fist, which is extremely strong. Grass not for those. Grass not for those ground types that can't touch really that well. And so that's pretty much about Zero Aura. Appleton, I can see it comes as a matchup. Well, not really because Kyurem, but it can do some stuff like Ripen with it can do it can do some Ripen stuff with like Moringa Berry ripens when you get +2 spit up with Iron Defense, or your +2 in each defense. That could be a ring. They could also bring Choice Specs for Draco Meteor, which would be scary. Um, Next month on their team, they have Vaporeon. As you know from LPL, I mean, as you know from IS SDL, it's SDL. As you know from SDL season 2, Vaporeon was extremely bulky and extremely good. So I really expected to come this matchup. Um, Next one they have is Gligar, which Gligar can use like can has the ability immunity, so it cannot be toxic, and it's basically a pre-evolution of Gliscor. It functions the exact same way as Gliscor, just with no poison heal. It's supposed to stall you out with toxic and roost. Next one they have is Rotomo, which is extremely good. Um, Rotomo is a fantastic grass and electric type if you need it, but they have other tons of grass type. So Rotomo, I, I could see a screen Rotomo coming, which honestly scares me a little bit. They also have Drenagon, which is a very powerful mon. Can set Stealth Rocks. I don't know. I think that's all it does is such rocks and has rough Skarmory helmet, so like you can't use triple X on it unless you protect the pads, because then you would take a lot of HP from your regular HP of the rough Skarmory helmet. Magmortar, it's a fire type, I guess. That's all I've seen. It's just a fire type. So yeah, I could see like a Specs like on winning, which could honestly be kind of scary. So my team, we have Jasmine, the Mega Metatram, with the Metatram pure power ability, with Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Bullet Punch, and Drain Punch. This EV spread. I am calc to live a Wicked Blow from Scarf or Shifu, and anything that's not Scarf, I outspeed with my EV spread. Since they're basically they get to 322, I have 323, so I barely outspeed Urshifu, and I OHKO with my HP invest. The 72 attack is the guarantee still OHKO, Mega Dancing with Bullet Punch. It does good damage to Skarmory and Vaporeon with Thunder Punch. Drain Punch is still good for still OHKOs Urshifu, and does some damage to Rotom Druddigon. Ice Punch for the Gligar, and that's mainly it for Metacham. It's just supposed to like it's 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 it This this Merchant Spirit is my main answer to Urshifu because I have nothing. I am not bringing Rabambi. That's my only resist to Urshifu. My only resist to Urshifu is Rabambi, and I'm not bringing it. So that's why I have to bring this Merchant Spirit so I live a hit. Next one we have here is Frosted Cure Choice Scarf. As you see, we have no speed invest. Well, that's because Modest Freeze Dry Kyurem nukes everything on my opponent's team. My opponent has one resist to freeze dry, which is Magma Mortar, which doesn't want to take Earth Power. Draco Meteor hits everything besides DNC, and Flash can for the DNC if it comes to that. I'm bulky Scarf because I did calcs, and if I'm max speed, I do not speed zero aura. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just be bulky with Scarf, and there we go. Boom. Next one we have here is Sabretooth. Leftovers Pressure with Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Scald Substitute. So, max HP, 144 special defense, and 112 speed. As you see here, I'm pretty sure same as Machamp. Yes, it's a guarantee I outspeed or Shifu. Max HP is good because I can use this EV spread is to guarantee me I can guarantee get a sub up against Vaporeon, which is huge. I I I can guarantee get a sub up against Vaporeon, which can honestly be so fantastic because their Scald or Flip Turn can never break my sub, which is fantastic. I got Calm Mind up. Thunderbolt hits everything besides Thunderbolt Sword hits everything besides Appleton, which could be a problem. But we're going with it, and Sub Calm Mind just seems like a very good bring here. Next time on my team, we are bringing in Steam the Volcanion with the Wakanberry, Water Absorb with Toxic, Flamethrower, Steam Eruption, and Earth Power. The reason why I'm bringing Toxic is Vaporeon and Volcanion can only hit each other with Toxic. So I have them in Toxic for Vaporeon. Flamethrower for the Skarmory, for the Urshifu single, but I'm probably just gonna Steam Eruption that anyway. Flamethrower for the Appleton if it's not thick fat. Flamethrower for the Rotomo. Steam Eruption for the Druddigon, and Earth Power. This is my Zero Aura Lure. Earth Power does a max of 99.6%, so it's just out of the KO range for Zero Aura, which is upsetting. So that's what Volcanion basically does here. Next one we're bringing is Gengar. I didn't really see purpose of running HP invest in Gengar because I didn't really need it, and I did not speed a Scarf. I don't think I asked for Scarf. I did not think I asked for Scarf or Shifu if I was modest, so I had her on Timid. I mean, yeah, I had her on Timid. So Shadow Ball, their only Ghost resist is Urshifu. Dazzling Gleam, Bob's Urshifu, Thunderbolt for Vaporeon and Skarmory, and Sludge Wave for Appleton, Rotomo, Druddigon, Magmortar. Like, it's just so extra power if I need it. Next one on my team, we have Zarude, which is supposed to be named Zerudi Sandstorm. This was a last minute put on. This was a last minute mod on the team with Assault Vest with Power Whip, Darkest Lair, Dominant Tantrum, and U-Turn. Max HP, max attack with 4 special defense. This is supposed to live, I think I'm not sure. I think a Moonblast from DNC. Supposed to live a close combat from Zero Aura. Supposed to destroy Vaporeon back. I think it dies to Urshifu CC. It's supposed to walk Galarian Slowking and Oko back, and yeah. So that's what I'm doing. So that's the root set, and now my opponent's team. Let's just switch the sides, and here we go. So my opponent brought the Magmortar, which was interesting bring. I have I have I have I have a Volcanion, so that should not be a problem. They brought Zero Aura. Again, Volcanion is Wakanberry Lure, and also I have a Kyurem which nukes Zero Aura. Galarian's looking expected Zarude is my only answer to that thing. Or Shifu Single Strike. I have Gengar, which can use Dazzling Gleam, and I also have Kyurem, which can freeze dry, or Volcanion, which can Steam Eruption. I'm pretty sure I'm calculating a Wicked Blow on Volcanion, just with no invest in defense. Appleton. Interesting bring. If they're not thick fat, Kyurem can honestly just destroy it. Times 4. Gengar with Sludge Wave, Medicham with Ice Punch, and yeah. Next one on my team, we have next one on their team. They brought the Gligar, which was an interesting bring because I have a Kyurem plus a Raikou with Scald plus a Volcanion with Steam Eruption, and plus a Mega Mansion with Ice Punch. And so let's begin the smash. So my opponent brought Zeraora, and I use Gengar. I go into Zarude because I predicted knockoff, which they go for Discharge, which makes sense actually because they probably have Grass Knot for Sandslash because they had nothing to touch. They had nothing to touch Sandslash with. So I'm just gonna put this in slow. So they go for Volt Switch, which is pretty decent. I'm gonna close this. Okay. So if they bring in Appleton, I think I go for Power Period, which I do. I think I just go for U-turn. Yes, I do. Then I go into Raikou to sub Calm on because this thing can't do much to me. That is an unfortunate miss, but as you see here, it doesn't really matter because I can just sub a Calm Mind freely, and yeah, Worst Fear, 13%. I go for sub because I know they cannot break my sub ever. I know they just can't break my sub. Yeah, there we go. The sub is still intact. They're going to Ableton. I go for another Calm Mind, which is pretty fantastic. Yes. I think I go for another Calm Mind here, which I do. What do they go for? They go for Body Press, which let's calculate real quick. Whoops. Here it's here. Okay. So let's calc this. Raikou against Appleton. Their max defense with Body Press. So 25% roll breaks my sub. So it's a roll for them to break my sub. So let's continue this replay. So I go for sub. Hopefully they don't not do that much, which they do not. If they're modest specs, they're modest. Yeah, they had to be bold because there's no way they could have broken my sub. Well, there was a 1% chance they could have. So now I go for another Calm Mind, I believe. Yes, I do. And they go for the Body Press, which breaks my sub. And I think I go for this is just it's basically a repeat until I get to +6 with the Calm Minds. They go for cover. I honestly thought the set won once I got to +6 because they would have the sacrifice food and etc. And so now we'll go for another Calm Mind, which now I am +6. And if Hidden Power was allowed and Raikou got Hidden Power Ice, this would be game over. This would straight be game over. But since Hidden Power is not allowed, it's not game over. So yes, okay. So Body Press. See, they got a high roll there. I at the moment I was like, oh no, that's not good. They can get a high. I'm like, oh no, it's a roll. Because before I was checking the mods, cause did 24.7 max, so it's a roll. So 35% to the Ableton, which is pretty awesome. My sub fades. I think I just go for a Thunderbolt here, which and then they get paralyzed, which is unfortunate. Apple Lasso does 5%. Both defense drop, and then this crit did not matter, guys. Guys, this crit did not matter because look, before it did 35%, so it just and then I got a lower one, 32%. So it just guaranteed that I KO'd it. So Appleton goes down. Urshifu comes out. And here I sack Raikou. I sack Raikou because there isn't any use for it anymore, and plus I can't stop commenting against anything else, and I don't have rest, so so that is Death Fodder. So I just sacrifice my Raikou. I go to Mega Medicham because, as you know, actually I never broke the Mega Medicham calc. Let's see. Just Choice Band. I'm not doing Choice Band. I'm doing Choice Scarf. As you can see, I live with a blow from Urshifu. And if Ioko, if I speed, if they are choice band the sucker punch, they still they still don't they still don't kill me, which is fantastic. So they go to Gligar. I go for Drain Punch here because there's no other play to do. And yeah, another thing I go for Ice Punch here, which I do, and I do a lot of damage, but not guarantee the Oko. So I go for Ice Punch again because I felt that was my best play. Here comes the Galarian Slowking, which I got. I go to 0 100% because let's do the Galarian Slowking calc. Galarian, which Gather Slowking. Let's see. Mega Medicham did nothing. Gengar did nothing. Kyurem did nothing with Freeze Dry. Volcanion did nothing. Did nothing with Steam Eruption. As you can see, Zarude was my only answer to this Galarian looking, and as you see here, they go for Ear Spell, which I am immune, so that's cool. That's cool, and I Oko the Galarian Slowking, which is fantastic. Then they bring in the Magmortar. I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I could possibly go into Volcanions and not deal with this thing. But I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. This is not good. I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is a belly drum Magmortar. I'm about to get swept. I'm going to Gengar, and here's why. Gengar. Let's see. Let's just do a Magmortar. This is max speed, max attack, max speed, max special attack. Sludge Wave. Guarantee does 55%, and they are on exactly 55%. So Sludge Wave guarantee kills, and the reason why that was my best play was because if they went to a Shifu single, I would have gotten big damage off. If they went to Zero Aura, they got big damage. I got big damage off. So they let that go down, which was pretty good. So now Shifu so now I'm switching to Zarude because I don't have a switching. I'm basically stacking Zarude now because I don't really need it. And as you see, they do Oko me with CC, which I am fine with. So now I go into Volcanion. I guarantee Oko the sub with Steam Eruption with Flamethrower. You have Flamethrower, same thing. I did. The reason why I wanted for Flamethrower was I did not want to miss and lose the game to Urshifu. So yeah, look below. As you see here, as you guys know, the reason why the reason why I wanted Kyurem is because if you see Kyurem, I forgot to mention this, but Urshifu, if it's not Scarf, I do massive damage, and if they are -1 each defense at 76%, Freeze Dry kills. So I'm okay. Freeze Dry is the safest play here, and boom, it all kills, which is fantastic. So Zero Aura comes out, and they go for Aura Sphere, and I'm okay. I'm fine with that. I go for Freeze Dry. Does massive damage again. And then, they were AV Zero, because look here. Zero Aura. The reason I'm so confused was look at that calc. 48 pointed to 56%. That was a guarantee. There was a high chance to a kill. But they were assault vest Zarude, which they made do nothing. And that wasn't a calc, so like that was crazy. So like honestly that was crazy. So they do get the para on Medicham, and I thought I lost here. Like I was like, oh, I'm upset I lose here. I'm just like, cause like let's see Medicham. Drain Punch at 64%. Drain Punch. O code, 100%. 64%. Drain Punch. O code, 100%. So now that para mattered a little bit, but it didn't really matter because, as you see here, I in my mindset, I just thought I lost here, but then I forgot my Gengar was Scarf, and so I was like, let's just go for Sludge Wave to see what we can do, or I think I went for Sludge Wave, which I did. 42%, is that in the calc? That isn't a calc. Wow, that actually is a V0 I'm honestly confused. And if that paralyzed me, that won them the game, but it didn't. So we won the game 1-0, and that's gonna be it for this video. This video was supposed to go out Monday, but I'm recording it a day late. I hope y'all can forgive me for that. I was extremely busy and I was not feeling the best yesterday, so here you go. You're getting a second video on Tuesday, and something special is coming Friday. So look out for that. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my Top Dog Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.